Men are usually sexually ready no matter what. They are ready all the time. So, for those that are married, what this means is that if you're married, make sure you are giving your husband loads of sex. I know it doesn't come to you natural as a woman. You're not in the mood all the time. Men can be having serious problems and want to have sex. You're wondering, we are dealing with something, you're talking about sex. That's how our mind works. A woman doesn't understand how our daughter is sick. You're talking about sex. The man is saying, how does his own sickness affect my own sickness? Me, I'm well. He doesn't understand. So, as a woman, you must master the art of having dutiful sex. Now, I know there are exceptions. There are times when the woman is even more sexual and the man is not the one is not meeting up. I understand that. But largely, it's the men that want more sex and the women are not in the mood. They're wondering, every time you are thinking of sex, is it food? The answer is yes. It is food. It is food. Hallelujah. All right? So, a man produces billions of sperm cells every day compared to a woman. So a woman is just in the mood 3 or so days in a month when she's ovulating. The rest of the time, you're stressing her. She'll say, what's wrong with you? Every time sex. Yeah. A man is ready all the time. So as a woman, master the art of having dutiful sex and beautiful sex. So beautiful sex happens when you are in the mood or both of you are in the mood. Dutiful sex is when one person is in the mood, the other person is not in the mood, but the other person is giving sex to the other person as a service. Understand that it's my duty as a wife or a husband to meet my partner's sexual needs. So you are doing it not because you're in a mood, but you are doing it with a good attitude. Not because you're doing, oh yeah, come and do. Every time. Don't ever do that. All right? Always still give a good attitude. Put on a good show. All right? Every day should be a major day. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? All right? So that's one. Number 2. Women multitask. And men, single task. I don't know if that's the word. I'm talking about, these things. Sometimes women try to talk about the sexual, women try to compete and say, is that we two women, we don't cheat? Is that we don't have temptation to cheat? Trust me, your own temptation is different from that of a man. Very different. The reason why a woman would cheat is very different. Women cheat too, but the reason they cheat is different from that of a man. A man's own can be very emotionless, so it can be with anybody. Doesn't have to know the person from anywhere. So men generally need to manage their sexuality, but women need to manage their emotions. But both of us, we need management. All right? So second one, I say women multitask, men single task. Again, this is another thing that confuses people and makes them angry. But no, it's scientifically backed. It's scripturally backed. Like I told you, most of what I'm teaching here, they are both scriptural, scientific, and statistical. So anyone you want to look at, I cover it. So scripturally, when a man was created, he was created alone. So he had no other person to take care of. A woman, on the other hand, from the day one she came, even her main task and assignment was taking care of another. So she has to have the responsibility of taking care of herself and another. That's multitasking already. But the man, from the day one he came, he only had himself to take care of. So he was generally not great at taking care of another. This is why in Ephesians 5, when God was going to advise both of them, what God did in Ephesians 5 was actually to advise them in the area that they would be weak. He actually spoke directly to their weakness. So what did he tell the man? He told the man, look, your challenge will be that you've never been equipped or trained to think of another person outside of you. So he said, now that you have brought another person, be careful to make sure you love her. That's your greatest weakness, thinking of another person. It's not going to come to you naturally. You need to work at it. So that's why God was advising the man, say, love your wife. You need to take care of her. It doesn't come to you naturally to think of her, but now start thinking of her and putting her first. He spoke to the area of weakness. Went to the woman and said something totally different. He didn't tell the woman, love your husband. No, he went and said, respect your husband. Why? Because a woman will love naturally. But where the challenge will be is that by the time she finds out, she can multitask. She finds out she can think faster. She finds out she can talk faster. She finds out she can do many things that the man can do. What's the biggest temptation of somebody that is very gifted and talented? What's the biggest temptation? I can't hear you. What's the biggest temptation? Pride. So when you are great at something, you see, you are always listening to people that seem not to get you. You say, this one's never out there. No, this thing is easy now. I mean, a lot of things you do easily, it's not easy. You are gifted to do it. So the challenge for a woman is to respect the man. By the time you marry the man, before you marry the man, he was promising you everything. By the time you marry him, you find that he can't do more than one thing at the same time. And you are talking and thinking and writing and talking to somebody on the phone. You talk to him. If he's thinking, he's not talking. If he's talking, he's not thinking. If he's eating, he's not cooking. If he's cooking, he's not eating. If he's watching the kids, he can't do anything. But you're wondering, what's wrong with you? Are you this slow? God said, yes. This is why I say you need extra encouragement to respect him. Because the tendency for you is to despise him and talk down at him when you find out how slow he operates. You find out if he's looking one way, he can't see on that thing. Women are experts. Women can multitask. A woman can be looking here and be looking here. They do it all the time. A woman knows the guy is interested in her in every audience. She knows who is scoping her, who is not scoping her. And she's not looking, no, she's looking here. But she's seeing this, says, I can wear a red shirt. And then they dream. No try, I'm going to nail you. Now your time. She don't answer you for her mind before you come. There are many men that are married. Say, I met my wife. You didn't meet her. She's the one that met you. She knows, say she wants you. She don't agree. Now you make you not meet. You think it's coincidence. Not coincidence. She walked past that place intentionally. Women are very smart. Hallelujah. It's a man. If a man is looking at somebody, he's just looking like he speaks to come. He'll be staring. Everybody will see what he's staring. A woman will scope a room. Nobody will know she has looked. She can multitask. She was created to do so from day one. This is why she had the power to take care of children. Because to take care of children, you must have capacity to take care of yourself and another at the same time. This is why men are not great at handling many children at the same time. If you give 3 children to a man, but then you come back, you say you can't find 2. It's the only one I saw. I woke up, I just saw one here. I don't know where the other 2 went. I've been looking for them. He can't find them. Those of you that have left children with, you know what I'm talking about. But these things, a woman will handle it without thinking. She's bathing them, she's cooking for them, making sure they eat, prepare them. That's why it's unfair if both of you are coming to church and she prepares 3 children, you just someone wake up and you're not honing and say, woman, you're wasting my time. You are being unfair. Because you're the thing she's coordinating. Only how it is. She's not complaining. She's bathing those children, getting them ready. We were 5 boys in my house. My mom will get, my mom is in service. Hallelujah. She will get all of that. My dad will just be walking about chewing stick. Till we're ready to go. And she went to the camp, honey, come out, all of you. But my mom will get everybody ready. We'll bathe, we'll eat, and still be dressed. All my dad will do is enter the car and be honey. You are late. Give a man that task, that bathe all these children, prepare food for them, and let's be ready. First of all, the kitchen will be a mess. It's not our fault. We just can't multitask like you. Scientifically also, I've given you scriptural examples, but scientifically they found out that a woman uses both sides of her brain. Everybody has 2 sides, 2 brains, 2 sides of their brain. So a woman uses both. So she's always jumping things. She's always throwing things. When they say people should not drive and talk on the phone and on the road, it's men they are talking to, not women. Women will do proper Snapchat, do video, do everything, do makeup. Why driving? It's not them they are talking to, it's men. Because men only use one side of their brain. They said when a child is 6 months a male child is 6 months in the mother's womb, there's a rush of testosterone inside that child that goes straight to his brain and divides the nerve connecting 2 sides of the brain. So he can only use one side of the brain per time. So this is why if you're talking to him, because his main function is vision. For vision, distraction self is not good. For vision, you need, if your eyes be single, your body shape. So for vision, you even need to be single-minded. So for the man's function, he doesn't need 2 sides at the same time. So he uses only one side. This is why if he's talking, if you talk to him, he can't be thinking and talking at the same time. He'll be looking at you like this. He's thinking. Many women complain. I told my husband something. It took him 1 week to answer me. Honey, do you remember what I told last? She said, yes, I'm thinking. I heard you that time. I'm thinking. 1 week. A woman can't understand how you can't think on the spot, on your feet. Because you juggle 2 sides of your brain at the same time. This is why you can do many things at the same time. You are juggling 2 sides. We only have one side. And it's slow. Because it's overloaded. You know when you have 2 generators, but you're only using one, and you put all the weight on one, and the current will be what? Shaking. But when you have 2 generators, and you are sharing all the equipment as well, so everything is running smoothly. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? Women multitask easily. This is why when it comes to self-control, women are generally stronger with self-control, especially when it comes to things like sex. Because they have 2 sides of the brain. One is saying, let's have sex. The other one is giving good advice. Say, this thing, you'll regret it. So 2 are talking. Men, only one. And he's saying, let's have sex. No other voice. So that's why I tell the man, we're in public. He doesn't care. He doesn't have the part of the brain that can look. But a woman, she can be looking at you and see that people are watching. This place is not safe. This place, most women, when their mind is going, they're not with you. Men don't know. One of the brain is the only one with you. The other one is checking, did you lock the door? Are the children hearing us? Hope we're not. The other brain is walking up and down. The other brain can even go to the market and say, hope price of ugu has not gone up while we are here still having sex. She has many brains. That second brain is doing other things. Hallelujah. Last one before I tell us what we can do about all these differences. Last one. Women are moved by what they hear. Men are moved by what they see. So that's how God created it. The first thing Adam ever saw was a naked woman. That's the first thing Adam ever saw in his life, in terms of human beings, was a naked woman. So this is why pornography still attacks men more than it attacks women. Because men are moved by what they see. Adam saw a naked woman. Till that time, men have been looking. Women, on the other hand, the first thing Eve encountered was nice words. Bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. She said, thank you. She shook her head. She had nice words. So women are moved by what they hear, men are moved by what they see. All women's problems start from what they hear. How did Eve eat the fruit? What she heard. Men's problems start from what they see. David was having a great life until one day he went to the balcony to get fresh air. But he saw fresh babe. His life changed from that day. It started with what he saw. A woman's life turned around by what she heard. A man's life turned around by what he saw. That's why Job 31 verse 1, Job said, I've made a covenant with my eyes so that I will not look unto a maiden. I will manage and censor what I look at because it can put me in trouble. He said, I've made a covenant with my eyes. Job was a very righteous man. He was given a secret to his righteousness. He said, it starts from looking, so I make sure I don't look anyhow. So men need to manage your looking. Women need to manage your hearing. When you see one fine, tall, beautiful girl marry one short, ugly, broke man, you say, what did she see in him? It's not what she saw, it's what she heard. That short man can talk. That broke man can talk. And I've told young men, I'm having a meeting with single men this evening. Demola, make sure, okay, Demola is no more single. Acapella, make sure you are in charge. Where's Acapella? Where are you? Acapella? It's upstairs. Good, so you're in charge of single men, coordinate them. Demola don't graduate. So I was telling the single men that if your present is not good, talk about your future. Many single men don't know how to toast. You got me to say, manage me, or you see, nothing there, or, you know, I just... Don't, she already knows you are broke. Don't come and reinforce that. Instead, say, don't look at where I am now. Look, I will fly you around this world, business class. That time I tell my wife, and today all of it has come to pass. Hallelujah. That time I didn't have anything, but I had mouth. If you want to marry fine girl, you have to have mouth, too. Can't come and say, hey, manage me, or you see how condition. You see, I'm just... She already knows you are broke. Don't come and reinforce that. You are discouraging her. She wants to have hope. Women like to believe. They want to believe. Your own job is not to bring them to reality. It's to help them reinforce the fantasy. Not, hey, let's face reality. You know, how economy. She needs to believe before she can follow you. So go there and talk big. Not fake, but real. Say, look, we're going to make it. Don't worry. Don't look at now. Tell me where you want to live in this Lagos. Point anywhere you want to live. Banana? Confirmed. Next week, we'll go and just look at how houses are there. Talk well. She wants to be encouraged. Don't go there and say, manage me. Talk well. Women are moved by what they hear. Men, on the other hand, are moved by what they see. That's why when God was going to advise men in Proverbs 31, he said, beauty is vain, charm is deceitful. He said, a woman that fears the Lord, she shall be praised. So he said, don't be moved by just beauty. Look for her character. Because men marry just by beauty. Is she yellow? Is she fine? Does she have shape? I marry her. What of her character? Can she pray? Can she take care of kids? Can she support you? Can she stand by you? Is she smart? Is she brilliant? He doesn't think that one. Just her shape. So, how does this apply to you in marriage? If you're married, this means you should be careful with your words with your wife. Because women are built by words. Don't use your words to beat your wife. Use your word to build your wife. You women, their esteem is determined by words. A woman will never forget the negative things you said to her. 10 years after, she will remember it. So be careful. I tell men all the time, you have a right to remain silent. For anything you say will be used against you throughout your lifetime. So don't say anything you will regret. Keep using your words positively. Tell her you are beautiful. I love you. You are smart. I'm happy I married you. You are the best thing that's happened to me. You must say those things over and over, not once and for all. You must say it over and over again. Not once and for all. You must say it over and over again. At the beginning, you won't feel like, but it's necessary. And the more you say it, the more you get used to it. So say it over and over and over again. Use your words to build her up. Compliment her. Tell her she's beautiful. Tell her she's smart. Same thing I told last week. Even for your daughters, if you have daughters too, it's important you compliment them. Tell them you are beautiful, you are smart. Fill them with love before they go out there in the world. Daughters that don't have that father love, they're the ones that go out looking for any kind of man because they want any kind of love. So it's important you compliment your wife with your words. Build her up. See, two of you can't exchange words, though. The things she will tell you, you will forget. The things you will tell her, she won't forget. Not because she's trying to be unfair or unjust. It's just who she is. Words weigh more to her than it does to you. So it's a crime for you and your wife to dress up every Sunday to church and you never compliment her on how she looks. Just say, God, you're always late. Hurry up, Joe. No. Sometimes just wait for her. Let her come and say, you're looking beautiful. You're a fine girl. Just whisper it to her sometimes for no reason. All right? It's important you build her with your words. Some men, the only time they talk to their wife when they have a complaint. You never hear compliment. If you compliment your wife so much that even the days you complain, she'll be happy to even hear it. But some of you only complain, you never compliment. No good thing. So just send her text messages for no reason that I miss you. Just 1 second. Just send a message. Hey, I was just thinking of you. You're such a wonderful woman, a wonderful mother. Just say, she will start those messages and be reading from time to time. Women love words. So take advantage of the words. On the other hand, if you're a married person too, men like how you look. So as a woman, no matter how old you are or how many kids you have, please keep paying attention to how you look. Women are very interesting. When they are home with the person that matters, they don't care how they look. When they are going out to people that don't matter, they spend hours making up. You're putting the effort on the wrong place. The person that matters is at home with you. Stop tying wrapper every day. You wear shower cap or net and tie wrapper every day. You see, the more you do that, the more the guy will start seeing you as a sister, not as his wife. Start seeing you as a sister, not as his babe. He will associate babes to outside the house. He will associate co-parents and co-laborer in the vineyard. And if he doesn't see you as a babe, then he doesn't see a need to cut you. He doesn't see a need to toast you. He doesn't see a need to chase you. You're my co-laborer and sister in the Lord.